Here's what's happened, and I will tell you. I will tell you what's happened. I don't have evidence of this. I don't have evidence of this. I am clairvoyantly tapping into the schizosphere, and I'm telling you exactly what happened. Here's how Willy made his video. Yes.
I think you're just setting a really bad precedent if you're saying like a video essayist has to post by a certain date. Otherwise,
what? No one's saying that.
Their video has to be even deeper than like.
This is a bad communication of the content, and if you haven't seen everything else, you will come away with an incomplete, at best, I'll say, impression of what happened. No one's saying you shouldn't include the President Sunday section. Who is saying there should be nothing about President Sunday in there? No one's saying that. No one's arguing that. Oh, wait, is that Nick on Augie right now talking about Willymac? What am I?
Wait, was that Himpleton who did that? Super relevant part of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait, than that, you know. And
wait, how long has Nick
I'm
been
like,
on?
oh, I was
binary in the past.
That it was released so quickly after, and it didn't get to tell us like all the ridiculous that he wrote in his Discord.
Oh.
Not his Discord, his chat. I feel like that would just enhance the video that much more if he waited like 3 more days to see the crazy he was about to write.
Yeah. Dude, this was a good video. I liked this one. I told this on yesterday's stream because we watched a little bit of this yesterday and we're finishing up today. Well, we finished up just now. I reached out to Ryan Beard and I DM'd him and I was like, fantastic video. 10 out of 10. It was perfect. And he wrote me back. He was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Thanks, man. Like, my goal with this video was making something that people from all sides of the political spectrum could agree with, not just leftists. So I'm really glad to see that it achieved its results. And I was just like, oh, thanks, dude. Like, I just read that as like, oh, I'm really glad it definitely achieved its results if your Nazi ass enjoyed it. It's like, yeah.
There you go.
I was like, oh.
I feel like that's significantly better.
Yeah, dude, it's more meaningful. It's more special, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we can't right now because Tread's community has declared war on like every individual person.
Not me. I'm cool. They like me.
So far.
Listen,
well, you talked about Destiny tonight. Have you talked about all the JStock approved talking points? Have you gone through the list?
What are the JStock approved talking points?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to them, but if you didn't include them, you're sweeping.
That's
Listen,
deflecting.
Everyone on the side of the internet likes RFC.
Did you reach out to Cherry prior to doing the stream?
Yeah, I did actually.
That's okay, because she wasn't going to tell you anything to begin with. That's why I had to reach out to JStock.
No one thinks you should have to reach out,
Jean.
but the point is that Willy prided himself on reaching out to everyone, which he didn't.
Kelly Jean, yeah, she apparently.
He's seeming mad. He's seeming mad. He's seeming mad. He can't engage with a single actual point. He's feeling a bit hurt.
You know, I did my research. First, I did my research.
Dude, I couldn't believe that they were. Did you hear them arguing the other night? I didn't like watch the whole conversation, but it was like, dude, you need to fucking interview Kelly Jean on her situation. Like,
I watched. So on that specific note, I watched. I think I tuned in live when it was happening, but I didn't really understand what was going on, so it didn't really mean anything to me.
It was like Royal Rumble.
But then afterwards, so when I first watched it, none of it was really registering to me. I just heard a bunch of people screaming. And I wasn't really understanding what the context was, whatever, right? But then I watched Willy's video and I rewatched a little bit of the conversation. And I said this before on stream. I don't think the criticism against Willymac show is, you know, all dismissible. In fact, I agree with a lot of it, honestly.
Which criticism in particular? Because it was like, I thought the Kuihman one was a little stupid, but then I heard the Kelly Jean one, and I thought it was really stupid.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I heard the JStock one, and then I thought it was completely. I thought it was indefensible. So like, I think you can. Like, I understand why Kuihman had an issue. I understand less why Kelly had an issue, and then JStock was just right. He was creating. He was on like LSD in that conversation.
I don't know if I listened to JStock. I only really listened to Willy and Kuihman go at it, I think, and then Kelly. But here's the thing, right? I heard two major talking points that I really agreed with, right? The first talking point that I majorly agreed with was that Willy's video did not establish a pattern. It was a very bare bones and arguably lazy video.
Beautiful. Augie's on script. Augie's on script. Oh, you love to see it, don't you? You love to see it. This is why we had a long DM conversation about this earlier. We had a long DM conversation about this earlier where I said, listen, Augie, this ain't gonna fly. This ain't gonna fly, okay? Listen, Augie, this ain't gonna fly. Willymac, gotta go. Tommy C, gotta go. Xylee gets real, gotta go.
Willy and Kuihman go at it, I think, and then Kelly interjecting. But here's the thing, right? I heard two major talking points that I really agreed with, right? The first talking point that I majorly agreed with was that Willy's video did not establish a pattern. It was a very bare bones and arguably lazy video. That might be harsh to say, but I mean, I don't know. I thought
that all the streamer people are gay.
I thought the video. Well, no. How, like, let me elaborate on my point. I thought the video could have come out like.
I think it's gay. Well, I think it's gay.
A day or like a few days after the initial Pixie allegation, and it would have had value then. But now at this point, like, you know, there needs to be. I do agree that there needs to be. I'm team Total Destiny Death. There needs to be a harsher narrative against Destiny, right? And then my second problem with the video was Willy sort of praised himself for reaching out to Destiny. He was like, I'm the only guy that reached out to Destiny. But then when he got that statement, he didn't really do anything with it. He didn't analyze it. He didn't really...
He just handed it off. That's... Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that was just such a waste of effort. It could have been... He could have... Like, I'm not saying he had to make a whole segment on Kelly Jean.
Never forget, DeOrio had comments to say about the content of the Destiny report when it dropped, but about Beluti from Ryan Beard's retelling of the report. Yeah, I mean, look, even detaching it from the Destiny Report thing, because like plenty of people just watched Chud's coverage and barely paid attention and said it was retarded. That's like not a Nick thing exclusively. What I find especially annoying though is that Ryan Beard video. I could have made that Ryan Beard video without research. I could have literally, if you just told me, go write a Destiny hit piece, and I locked myself in a room for 2 days, and I sat there with a notebook and I wrote out a Destiny hit piece, I would write out Ryan Beard's video pretty much. I would pretty much just write out Ryan Beard's video, and I had already seen all of that stuff, and I already made points about pretty much all of that stuff. And so I knew all that stuff. Mr. Girl, he obviously knew all that stuff. Naked Ape knew all that stuff, because Naked Ape made that same video 10 years ago. Not 10 years ago, like 7 years ago. Why didn't Nick know all that stuff? Why didn't Nick know all that stuff? The thing is, Nick kind of did know that stuff, because I've brought this stuff up repeatedly. I've brought up to Nick, I've said to him, hey, I don't think you would ever defend anyone else in public if they had said that they were going to go to jail for fucking one of these 15-year-olds at an MLG one day. I've said that to him.
But he could have been like, okay, Destiny's, you know, diverting, you know, into going after a bunch of other people, right? Well, is what he's saying true? Because if Destiny lied in his statement to Willy, and Willy caught him in a lie or whatever, that would have added value to the video. That would have made it more interesting. Instead, Willy's like, I reached a dead Destiny. This is what he said. Here you go. Which, sure, he can do that, right? That's fine. I don't necessarily agree that Willy platformed false allegations, because ultimately Destiny's the one making the false allegation, right? I don't agree with that talking point, but I just think it was a wasted effort for...
The Zaptai stuff is totally different. They were both teenagers. They were both in teenage years. Destiny was, what, 27? 25? 27? I don't care about your gay fucking commentary beef from talking 10 years ago, Napoleon. You're so close to getting timed out just bringing up Zaptai. Just for bringing up Zaptai, you're so close to getting timed out. Because I can see anyone that brings the Zaptai shit up, literally, it's immediate. It's showing that you are totally mentally raped. You are mentally raped completely.
For him not to really look into all of what Destiny was saying. I mean, you can sit there and say that, oh, it's just a bunch of side characters. I don't want to fall into all these rabbit holes and waste all this time researching all these people. But it's like, okay, well then maybe you just shouldn't do a Destiny video at all then, because if you're going to make a Destiny video, the side characters are usually extremely important to the overall story, because that's what Destiny's community is. It's a whole network of all kinds of different people, all, you know, Destiny's orchestrating them, and he's telling them what to do, he's telling them what to say, right? These are relevant figures most of the time in the story. So I didn't think Willy's video was like a lie or like a bad video in the sense of like he should delete it or it was a evil video or something like that. I don't.
Because you're trying to make a hypocrisy point, but you're obviously retarded, and the fact you've brought up Zaptai tool shows how fucking raped you are. You already defended someone for saying they'd go to prison. Yeah, a fucking teenager saying it to another teenager. Not a 27-year-old man saying it about a 15-year-old.
I don't agree with that parts, right? But the criticisms that I heard brought up in that stream were reasonable to me, and I agreed with them. I don't know. I just thought it was just, yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
All right, so here's the deal. Ready? I think that a lot of people who are talking about this are like online raped. They have been watching the story. They've consumed about 50 hours of content on it at a minimum. And those are the people watching the Willymac show video, obviously not the target demographic. This is a 40-minute video that teaches you the bare essentials.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It spends half the video on Sunday and misses out the key details of the Destiny thing.
Making his Tyler Oliveira video in the time frame that you would have accepted it being released.
Wrong. This is wrong.
It's not supposed to.
You're just wrong. This is a stupid defense of the video, and you're just wrong.
Be a comprehensive takedown piece. It's not supposed to be the end-all, be-all. That's literally Ryan Beard's video. When I see Willy's video, I see like entry-level video that gets you to Ryan Beard's video. No. People are like, oh, just go watch Ryan Beard's video instead. Ryan Beard's video is over an hour and 40 minutes. This is a 40-minute video. This is already fairly long.
So, yeah, so why do you spend 20 minutes on Sunday, then? Why do you spend 20 minutes on Sunday? The Sunday section can be 5 minutes and make all the points. No one's even saying you don't have to talk about Sunday. But you're talking about Sunday and then using it as an excuse for why you couldn't talk about the more important parts of the Destiny story. So you can talk about Sunday, you can criticize Sunday, that's fine, but you can't spend 20 minutes on Sunday and then use the fact you spent 20 minutes on Sunday as an excuse for why you didn't do the proper work on the Destiny part. That's not how that works.
It's doing exactly what it sets out to do. I think that your point of that he can go further into Destiny's statement is fine. I do think that a percentage of the audience who's complaining wanted him to record Destiny in the private call, and that's what they're actually mad about.
George Droid Avatar.
Yeah, well, I mean, look,
I think that they're upset about that personally, but I think your criticism is valid. I just think when most people are arguing it, that's not what they actually mean. They think that Destiny is guilty, therefore you should record him because that's what Nick would do. That's what
giving the small W to Augie so he doesn't have to take a larger W on defending the video.
Augie would do. That's what Kuihman would do. That's what probably everyone. But
to be honest, I haven't heard anyone. Right? I haven't heard anyone say that. Maybe they were saying that.
No, but they can't say that out loud.
Well, I mean, look.
I think that they're upset about that personally, but I think your criticism is valid. I just think when most people are arguing it, that's not what they actually mean. They think that Destiny is guilty, therefore you should record him because that's what Nick would do. That's what Augie would do. That's what...
Not anyone's argued, and I don't record private shit and leak it. That's not true at all. I don't go and record shit. If they want an off-the-record conversation, have an off-the-record conversation. Sure, no one's saying that. No one's saying you had to record and leak it. Literally, no one's saying that. I've never said that. Never heard Jay Stuck say that.
Kuihman would do. That's what probably everyone. But
to be honest, I haven't heard anyone. Right? I haven't heard anyone say that. Maybe they were saying that.
No, but they can't say that out loud. But like, I think that's
not even what I'm thinking. Not even what I'm thinking. I've made a very clear criticism. Willymac's video does not establish a pattern of behavior. Therefore, it is a weak character indictment that can be easily wiggled around or flip-flopped on. Very clear criticism. The reason Willymac claims to have not established any pattern and not gone into any detail is because he spent 20 minutes on the Sunday portion of the video. The Sunday portion of the video sucks. You could make those same 20 minutes of points in 5 minutes. And Willy doesn't even understand the points he's making. It's very clear. Here's what's happened. And I will tell you. I will tell you what's happened. I don't have evidence of this. I don't have evidence of this. I am clairvoyantly tapping into the schizosphere. And I'm telling you exactly what happened. Here's how Willy made his video. Here's how Willy made this video. Willy did zero research. He did not go around and Google things and look things up and go on Reddit or go on Kiwi Farms. He asked people. He asked people what happened. He said, "Hey Nick, can you explain the Destiny drama to me? Hey Chud, can you explain the Destiny drama to me? Hey Destiny, what's going on in your drama? Hey Pixie, what's all this about? Hey Lonerbox, what's all this about? Hey Erudite, what's all this about? Hey Kilo, what's all this about?" So this is the way that Willymac's video came about. He went around and spoke to people and then tried to just pass it for himself like a fucking idiot and cobbled together this terrible dog shit video that does not understand the arguments, especially around the extortion stuff, especially around the moral justification for leaking. He does not understand the arguments. He does not understand the situation. He does not understand why people are so upset with Destiny. He doesn't understand what the character indictments are. And he didn't even bother to investigate Destiny's statement. He is an idiot. He is below midwit. He is below the 100 IQ threshold. He doesn't understand journalism at a fundamental level if he believes that direct sources are always better than external evidence. It's a shit video made by an idiot who is clearly an idiot every time he speaks.
When you're talking about like I assume you
have to cope and lie to yourself to make it seem like Willymac is not an inept moron. Literally, one of his core arguments is that's not in the video because I don't read Kiwi Farms. I don't look on all these shitty autistic places on the website. I'm so offline. That's just you saying that you fucking suck. That's you saying that you are bad at your job, as stolen from Jason at this point. That's you saying you're bad at your job, that you will not familiarize yourself with the material, you will not do research, you will not gain a holistic view of what the evidence is before you make a video. It's saying you don't understand the topic you're discussing. That's your argument. Your argument is I'm shit and you shouldn't expect anything from me.
Why do they get the charitability? Why does Destiny get the charitability of a private phone call? Is I think how people are perceiving it.
That's not what anyone's saying.
How people are perceiving it, I assume you're just talking about the community, the chat, like just the audience reacting to it.
I think the viewer is upset.
I haven't heard that talking point before. I haven't heard anyone make that talking point before. But
yeah, he's just a normie who spends 6 hours arguing with Mrao on Twitter.
I'm not sure. I haven't been super duper plugged in, but.
I mean, I think that like people in chat are like, Willymac video is shit. I think you actually have to be retarded to have that position.
Nope.
It's a very.
I think you have to be retarded to be like just so blatantly denying any of the criticisms. I think you'd have to be retarded or engaging in some kind of dishonesty or cognitive dissonance where you perhaps gave Willy advice in this video, feel like you gave him good advice, and don't want to admit that perhaps Willy took it the wrong way or went the wrong direction with the video once you had your hands off of it.
Reasonable entry-level video.
It's not that the video is like shit, like it
shit.
Needs to be removed or something like that. It's
not, no, I agree with that. It's not that type of shit. It's not the type of shit where there's obviously false statements in there. I mean, there's the false statement from Destiny, but it's not like Willy's making factually incorrect claims and shit, right? It's not like it's just a smear, but the video fucking sucks. It's a terrible video.
That it was just very
accurate. It's just not going.
It's bare bones. It's very bare bones and arguably lazy. I mean, I think that's
how is it like lazy? Like
it just doesn't.
He claims he reached out to everyone and missed one of the key victims.
Dude,
really go into
like, streamers are able to release.
He didn't reach out to Stasia at all.
The surface level. I mean, it tells you about as much as like an Cheeto video would tell you about the situation.
True.
Right?
Oh my god, Augie, so real.
No,
yes, it
bro.
does. Yes. Yes, yes. So true. Yes.
There's no way you can compare that to a Cheeto video.
Well, I'm talking to be clear.
In front of a camera talking for fucking 10 minutes is not comparable.
To be clear, I'm talking about the Destiny segment of the video. The President Sunday part of the video I thought was pretty good, right? But when I'm talking about this video, I'm talking specifically about the
President Sunday bit was not good. I agree fundamentally with a lot of the criticisms of Sunday. But you can make those criticisms in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes where you...
JSDLK approved talking points line from this overgrown meatball is particularly egregious considering Willymac's controlled opposition video barely touches on Chiari and doesn't even mention Molina.
Thank you for the $10 stylo. 20 minutes where half of it is you playing extended uninterrupted clips of Kilo's video that demonstrate nothing. There's literally, go back into that video. Tell me what point Willy is trying to prove with the Kilo clips. I've got no idea. But yet we have extended, uninterrupted clips from Kilo's video that take up huge amounts of time.
Destiny portion of it. I don't
want to say huge amounts of time, especially over-egging it, but you know what I mean? Like, what is the point of having these huge extended clips in this fucking video when you're saying, oh, well, it's already too long. I couldn't include anymore. No, you have to pick one or the other. Either have the retarded clips in and include all the detail, or you don't get to use the excuse of it's too long. It's too long. That's fucking retarded. Doesn't make any sense. Take the clips out and include the detail.
The Destiny portion of it was, I mean, it serves its job of just telling you what happened, but I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
On, like, the Pixie stuff. Like, what else is there to say? It goes through like how else?
I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't even talk about all the victims.
Yeah, I think if you just want to say it's like just it's a mediocre video, just sits there, just says here's what happened, blah blah blah.
That targets the things that he could reasonably
sure.
prove.
I mean that's what the criticism. I think that's what a lot of the criticism is, though. It's just saying, hey, this video is kind of mediocre, and if that's what you're agreeing with, and it's like
on Cherry, and like I'm sorry, a video.
Okay, I'm saying he said lean more on Cherry. It was about I mean, Jason, I don't know if someone used that phrasing at some point. That's totally possible. It's not about just leaning on Cherry, though. It's about demonstrating a pattern of behavior. Showing what Destiny actually does. Not just being like, oh, well, I guess this one time he shared this one nude of Pixie. Not even going into like much detail. It's just like... It's worthless. It's like worthless.
Say YouTuber is not going to throw
it's like the only criticism of Destiny in that video you can get from a Nick tweet. There's like one other, I guess, where he's like, oh, Destiny thinks it's okay to talk to teenagers about sex.
whole thing about like the Cherry allegations that are currently, as far as I know, as far as you know, she has like filed a police report. Have we seen even like evidence that's I mean, I believe she did it, right? But there's no actionable thing for me to talk about with her police report until we have more information on how it progresses.
I think bringing up Cherry is relevant in a video like that.
He did bring up Cherry. He just didn't dive deep into it because outside of saying
other than
Cherry filed a police report, there's nothing else to say
I think
about Cherry.
it's relevant to explain what the
What about Destiny's response to her? Hello?
Allegation is that this is another girl that's accusing Destiny.
That's all he did, though. That's literally all the video.
Well, then, yeah. If you brought up Cherry...
He even plays... Dude, Willymac plays the clip of Destiny saying, no one reached out to me. And Willy's like, well, I did. And doesn't point out the fact that Destiny saying no one reached out to him was a fucking lie in the first place. Because Cherry did.
We're saying he needs to talk about more.
Yeah.
Well, what else is there to say?
Well, if he covered everything, I think he covered everything. If I forget how in deep he went to Cherry, to be honest. But I mean, if he brought up Cherry's allegation, whatever. The only thing we have to say about Cherry is like, this is her statement, right? Blah blah blah. This is what she said.
That's exactly what I'm trying to articulate.
No, Destiny's response and the fact that Destiny clearly lied is very worthy of pointing out.
Stock wanted him to go through every single tweet that Cherry made.
What are they saying? Are they saying that Willy didn't talk about Cherry enough? Like, is that the argument? And you're saying that Willy talked about Cherry. He referenced her in the video, and he talked about her allegation.
Yeah, and Pixie's essentially a sure thing, in that like he did that shit.
Yeah.
Cherry is very much like an open thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's not
an open thing. What do you mean by that?
That like an open thing being that like it's literally an allegation.
Well, you know, if Willy wanted to investigate an allegation a little bit, he probably could have reached out to JStalk, who is publicly on the record as having heard the Cherry audio, of having been shown the Cherry audio by Cherry. He probably could, maybe if he'd reached out to someone like JStalk, he could have found out a little bit more about that allegation.
Like, we don't know how that situation resolves yet. We have Destiny literally confessing to Pixie, but like, if you're making a retrospective video, you're not covering the in-progress shit. That's still up in the air.
Well, you're just you don't have to cover it and say it and repeat
I'm just doubling down on JStalk's reach out to him point, because it's been disregarded. But like, if Willymac is going to pride himself on reaching out to everyone, yeah, if you're going to be sitting there talking to fucking, not that I can prove it, Erudite, if you're going to be sitting there talking to Erudite, not that I can prove it, then you should probably also reach out to JStalk, frankly.
As like a fact, because we don't know if it's a fact, right? But I think it's not just like some random dipshit on Twitter making a tweet longer and they have like no verifiable basis to make that. Her allegation holds more weight than that, you know, and therefore I think it should be included. But if
no, I think it should be included, but I disagree with how much they think that he should have added about it. Yeah. I think he covered it effectively.
Yeah, to be clear, I think a lot of the Willymac stuff, like, you know, it is like a lot of like hyper nitpicking. I'm just saying, based on what I heard from like the Kuihman stream, the arguments that I heard being brought up to Willymac or whatever, I thought they were valid. You know, I thought it was a mediocre video, and I mean, and it's not necessarily even like a bad thing.
It can be a timeline on like an entry point video. Like,
I just think there's a deeper. I understand that
you as a streamer can sit down, and me as a streamer can just record my entire reaction. There's a deeper story there. There's a deeper, more important story there with a more important conclusion than what was told in that video.
Dude, Augie is just a man after my own heart right now, isn't he? This is just...
I think you're just setting a really bad precedent if you're saying like a video essayist has to post by a certain date. Otherwise...
What? No one's saying that!
Their video has to be even deeper than, like... It needs to be longer and
Destiny video needs to... A Destiny video at this point needs to establish like a stronger narrative, which is that this is not like a one-time incident. This is not a one-time thing. This isn't Destiny's first ever fuck up or whatever, right? This is a guy who has like had like a giant fucking platform, has had like a giant fucking cabal.
Wait, why does it need
he's
that?
Been orchestrated because it's Destiny, dude. We're in Team Destiny death. It's fucking time to destroy this motherfucker. All right.
He's making the like if he's explaining the Pixie allegations, why does he need to include a pattern of behavior from stuff he said 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago?
Because it makes for a better video.
To telling Pixie's story. A better video, sure. I'm not trying to rank them on a tier list, but like, why does that make his video lazy or bad if he only covered the stuff that he thought was relevant?
Well,
it sounds like you're giving a subjective opinion for an objective fact.
Well, my opinion on the videos that it's mediocre. If he wants to make it, sure, that's fine. I'm not saying he has to do certain things or whatever, right? I'm not saying the video lied about anything or that he fucked it up or that he should delete it or whatever. I'm just saying,
yeah, exactly, right? This is the thing. You don't have to do anything. You can make a video that says, yeah, Destiny did all that shit, and I think it's fucking awesome, actually. I think it's really cool that he sexually manipulated those women. You can make a video saying that. No one's stopping you. My moral belief or my judgment on what makes a good video is not a rule for you. I can't control you based on my belief about what makes a good video. You're allowed to make whatever video you want. But if I look at a video and the conclusion is fucking stupid or the messaging is terrible or the arguments suck, yeah, I'm going to say it's a shit video.
saying, like, I think that's what the criticism, at least from what I've heard, is that it was a mediocre video and that's it. You know what I mean? I know,
it just feels like a lot of backseat driving. And then when we kind of delve into, like, what the issue...
Backseat driving, when you... dude... Criticizing videos is backseat driving now. I'll be remembering this. Nick, stop backseat driving, dogpack. Obviously, it's not the same. He spread false claims and all that shit. I'm taking the piss out of the idea that, you know, it's backseat driving to critique a drama video. Such a stupid proposition.
It's like, well, I would have done this, and well, I would have done that.
Yeah. What was Willy doing to Sunday then?
But, like, I mean, everybody else just did a live stream and talked about it off the top. Willy made an edited video. It took him an extra week.
Yeah, and guess what? Talking off the dome, just fucking spitballing in 40 minutes, I can do a better hit piece than Willy can. Give me 40 minutes of live stream versus Willy's 40-minute video. I guarantee you I can do it better.
I don't really see the issue.
I mean, I don't know how much of an issue it really is. I didn't get the impression that this was like a major issue. Just put me on the clock and make me talk about Destiny for 40 minutes. I can do the clips and everything off the rip, off the dome. It was more so just criticism, you know?
Yeah, this guy's he's got like 15 videos on Hassan Piker. Why is the expectation that he's just never going to talk about it again?
Well, those videos on Hassan Piker go like much more in depth than this video on Destiny.
Yeah, but if you pull up one Hassan Piker video, are you going to look at it and be like, you know, I think it's pretty...
said, you are terminally online and need to touch grass. I am terminally online, but so is that fat fuck who's fused to his chair. And he has been for the last 5 or 10 years. Meanwhile, I'm fresh and on the come up.
Palestine takes to the takes that he made on Ukraine. There should be an entire section on Ukraine in this video because of the way he was covering like he's trying to make the argument right now that Hassan Piker is a bad narrator.
Meanwhile, Willy nitpicks about Ethan's Hassan video and his friendship with Hassan during Half-Baked.
Thank you for the $5, Hot TV. Thank you.
News stuff a lot, but we can pull up these clips of him talking about Ukraine and it's not in here. So I think his video is lazy and mediocre.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think that's necessarily like the same argument that people are making about this video. I don't know. It's not that like
it feels the same.
You're saying that they could just infinitely make complaints that, oh, this video didn't go enough on this topic and this topic and this topic and this topic. I think it's more about the narrative, right? It's more about this guy Destiny is not just
someone moderate that.
Someone who made a fuck up. He's not just someone who made a mistake. He's not just somebody that did this one thing. There's much more to the story. And it would have been nice to see that.
Yeah, but I don't thinking that.
And he might, you know, he might do a part 2 or a part 3 or something like that. He said he's considering a part 2, so maybe he will.
Super hard on Willy if he called it a fuck up. I don't think he didn't give me that at all, that vibe. That this was a mistake that he'd made. Because, I mean, Erudite did that. Erudite went on there and called it a fuck up. Absolutely not a fuck up. It's a conscious decision he made. To multiple people, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the $2,
not a singular one. Again, he went more into like,
yeah, dude. YouTube filters every message unless it includes the N-word with a hard R. If you put the N-word with a hard R in your YouTube chat message, it will always get past YouTube auto mod. No idea how, no idea why they've set it up like that, but for some reason, it's the one way to guarantee your message goes through into YouTube chat.
Melina as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just like, from what I heard from like the conversation debate or whatever, right? All I'm saying is that I didn't hear criticisms that were entirely dismissible as
dude,
like, oh, this is like, you know, a bunch of retards just screaming at him about shit. It's like the stuff that I heard, I was like, all right, I mean, that's a fair critique. That's a fair criticism.
Now, the way he should have handled the Kelly Jean stuff, and I think it's the same kind of situation that Beckett was in. Beckett was covering the initial Pixie statement, and that there was a thing about Dan in there that apparently was not true, but it wasn't like...
Nick, my anus.
Thank you for the $5.
Beckett saying that Dan did it. It was the statement that came from Pixie. So he should have probably gave a disclaimer of some kind, like saying like, this is not my allegation. This is what's being read here.
Well, to be clear, I
think Kelly Jean is a glup shito who megalol, and doing any additional research on her probably would have been lost of time.
No.
2025 year of the horse.
Okay, thank you.
Whatever segment you deemed.
I don't think it would have been a waste of time, though. See, when you say it would have been a waste of time, I think if Destiny lied about her, if Destiny said something that was objectively a lie about her, right? That would have added a tremendous amount of value to the video, because then you get a statement from Destiny, you're poking holes in the statement, you're seeing this, and you're showing that this is like a pattern of how Destiny attacks or diminishes his orbiters, silences his orbiters, and redirects hate from him onto his orbiters. No, but it's an example that you can easily like create to show that this is how Destiny...
I didn't read it. Thanks to the 5 Canadian cats are flocking. Your own. Thank you.
Destiny engages when he gets criticism online for stuff that he does that's wrong. He redirects the attention on other people and he lies about other people. I don't know if Destiny lied about Kelly Jean. I don't know who Kelly Jean really is, to be honest, but that's why I would have enjoyed if Willymac actually... I don't think it would have been a valueless rabbit hole for him to go down. I actually think it would have provided value if Willy discovered that the statement that he got from Destiny had problems in it, or holes in it, or lies. And then maybe potentially if he did discover those holes and those lies, he could have brought that back up to Destiny and saw how he reacted to it, right?
But this is the point that you can highly like articulate, right? Like this is not like this isn't like a breaking new ground Destiny thing.
I think it would have made the video much stronger.
What? Willy's never broken new ground in his life. Well, since when do you expect... Wait, what is he even on about?
Problems in it, or holes in it, or lies. And then maybe potentially if he did discover those holes and those lies, he could have brought that back up to Destiny and saw how he reacted to it, right?
But this is the point that you can highly like articulate, right? Like this is not like this isn't like a breaking new ground Destiny thing.
I think it would have made the video much stronger. I think...
What does that mean? Nothing in Willy's video was breaking new ground. 0 minutes. 0 seconds. Sorry, there was one moment. He got one comment from Destiny that he did nothing with, did no critical examination of, had no thought about, no extra comment of his own on. He had 1 second of new content in his entire 40-minute video. Willy has never broken new ground. Willy has spent his entire career mining in the most fucking dry, exhausted quarries you've ever fucking seen. He goes into our Destiny 6 months after they're all bored of a topic and goes, oh guys, what retarded hypocrisy points that I don't understand the political basis of can I mine for about Hassan? That's Willy's whole fucking job. He doesn't break new ground.
It would have made the video much stronger to analyze. I mean, Willy he immediately starts the video by jerking himself up by saying, I'm the only guy who reached out to everyone. I'm the guy that reached out to everyone. But I don't really care about that if you don't really do anything with the statement, right?
I'm going to push back on this. I think going through I think your argument makes sense. I think that he should probably have established what you're saying. I just don't think it makes sense to go back and give a whole backstory to who Kelly Jean is and
no one's saying that. No one's saying that.
Happened in her side story. Because ultimately this is like a 6-minute
But Destiny directly references her in his statement to Willy. You don't think that matters?
Nobody said that. Nobody at any point has claimed that. Nobody has said he needs to lay out the whole groundwork for who the orbiters are. At no point has that been alleged. He just needs to show a pattern of behavior. Show that this isn't just the one time he shared this nude or this sex tape with someone on Discord, but that he did it 12 years ago, that every time a woman has tried to speak out against him, he's retaliated in some way. All these plenty of points. You don't even have to include all the points. You just have to show something. Do something to create a genuine character indictment of Destiny and not just a snapshot of one bad thing he did.
Absolutely.
But instead, he chose to spend 20 minutes on a Sunday video that everyone already agreed with. Everyone already agrees Sunday fucked up the reporting, that Sunday was self-centered, psychotic, lacking in empathy, didn't care if Pixie died. Like, all the criticisms we've all already made. 20 minutes on that. At whose behest, I wonder? I wonder who Willy might have been speaking to, who really wanted him to focus on Sunday, who really wanted him to include that Kilo video. Who could Willy have reached out to, who he had a prior relationship with, who had a vested interest in attacking Sunday and including a Kilo video?
Absolutely. I personally, I wouldn't.
Desi name drops her in the statement.
I absolutely would not dedicate the time to giving the backstory to Kelly Jean to explain that in my video.
But it's not about who Kelly Jean is. It's about what Destiny's saying about her and the allegation that Destiny's making.
And I think your argument is good, and I think going after that talking point is fine. I just think that there's probably a better way to tie it in. I think if you spend like 20 minutes trying to figure out
your focus on who Kelly Jean is. Your focus on who Kelly Jean is. I don't give a fuck about Kelly Jean. I'm focused on what Destiny's saying about Kelly Jean and the accusation.
You have to give like backstory to this. This is going to be like a 6-minute segment.
Well, yeah, you have to provide backstory in the sense, but that's
before you get to
what you say. You have to put in more effort into.
Dude, what is even? Is this about Destiny's statement too? You don't need any backstory for that. You literally say, oh, Destiny accuses Kelly Jean here of spreading revenge porn. I reached out and said this. She said this wasn't true, and no evidence has been provided. What's the backstory necessarily? I think he's just trying to retaliate and smear Kelly. Maybe you could even add on there.
To the video, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
No, you have to make it watchable and consumable by an audience. This is something that somebody actually has to consume. So to get to your thing, your crescendo, your minute-long segment, you have to watch 6 minutes of bullshit to establish it.
Not true.
The segment doesn't have to be.
That doesn't involve going.
Willy doesn't have to make. Willy doesn't have to spend 6 minutes telling you about Kelly Jean was born on June 7th, 1999.
This is video versus live streamer.
That's 1999. Are you fucking crazy, Augie? Are you crazy? Kelly Jean, 1999. Are you crazy?
What Willy has to.
What world are you living in?
Have to make. Willy doesn't have to spend 6 minutes telling you about Kelly Jean was born on June 7th, 1999.
This is video versus live streamer.
That's not what Willy has to do, though. He doesn't have to make a 6-minute segment, right? He could just explain, this is who Kelly Jean is. She's someone in Destiny's community. Destiny made this accusation about her. Blah, 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 blah. Here's whether it's true or not. I did the research. Destiny lied about this. And that would add tremendous value to the video because that would show I reached out to Destiny. He gave me a statement. He lied. I mean, you really don't think it's worth it? Again, you're focused on who Kelly Jean is. I'm focused on what Destiny's saying. That's the part that's interesting to me. That's the part that I care about, right?
No,
whoa, Destiny's saying something about Kelly Jean. Like, is this another example of him lying or not? Let's find out. I mean, you're saying that he would have had to spend all this effort into fucking researching who Kelly Jean is. Would it really take that much effort? Honestly, would it really take that much time? And even if it did, that's his fuck. Even if it did, that's his job.
You're saying this is like an effort thing or a laziness thing.
Oh, he's spin, dude. Let's go.
No, he needs to make a functioning video that people can watch. As a streamer, if you want to keep talking about this and you want to extend this debate another 2 hours, you absolutely can. That's your content model. That's not how a video essay works. You can't just keep throwing things into the video and make it.
It's not about just keep throwing. What is this fucking retarded framing? It's the stupidest shit in the world. You can't just keep throwing things into the video. So why is there 20 minutes on how Sunday's bad, Sunday bad, talking around in fucking circles about how Sunday's bad, minute-long clips from Kilo's video that don't demonstrate anything? Why not just limit that criticism to, this isn't extortion, if you really want to try and argue that, but listen, it might sound kind of retarded. This isn't extortion. Pixie didn't take a payout. That clearly didn't happen. Pixie was not intending to take a payout and stay silent, and do those points. Do those points. Sunday went ahead leaking all these DMs without her consent. Do those points. Everyone get behind those points, and you can deliver them in sub 10 minutes, sub 5 minutes, really. You just say, Sunday and Beckett are these guys, you got the DMs, and blah, 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 blah. Here's all the things they did wrong with the videos, here's the clips, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're done. But instead, we have 10 minutes of, oh, this Kilo guy's video is really good. Here's fucking 5 minutes of clips of Kilo's video that I don't understand because I've got no context for understanding anything that's going on here. And the only reason I'm including this Kilo video is because one of the people I reached out to behind the scenes was very adamant that it was an amazing video and that Sunday was a really bad guy.
Make it cohesive and make it flow.
But I don't think it's that crazy for a video essay to analyze the
points conclusion. You have to try to keep this all in like a relatively easy to view experience where people are clicking off. Like if you could put all this random bullshit in there too. It could be 3 hours long. It could be an extremely long tro video. But I mean, at that point, just go watch Ryan Beard.
Yeah, that's another point. Why was there random inserts of Hassan and Vosh saying how they're bad people too? Why did we even spend a second on that?
To go into the effort of reaching out to everyone in the story. He reached out to Destiny, he reached out to a bunch of people for this story, right? So he's already putting additional effort that he didn't have to put into this video in the first place, right? I'm just wondering why he didn't do anything with that, why he didn't put in more effort into like the thing that he cares so much about, which is getting all sides of the story. Okay, well, you've gotten a bunch of sides of the story now. Now analyze them. That would make your video more interesting. But instead, he spends more time shooting on Sunday. And I like that Sunday part. Sunday does deserve criticism, right? But maybe instead of going after Sunday, it would have been more interesting to analyze Destiny's statement and see what's going on over there, right? Because then you find out, let's say you find out, oh, Destiny made this insane, crazy accusation, this lie about Kelly G in his statement to me for my video or whatever, right? Does he do this often to other people? Does he lie about his other orbiters or whatever? I don't know. I think it would have been a more interesting rabbit hole, and that's, I think, what a lot of the criticism is. Again, I don't think Willy's video is it needs to be deleted, it needs to be removed.
Yeah, no one's arguing that, obviously. No one's arguing the video is so bad it needs to be removed. No one's arguing the video spreads like fucking gross misinformation and that it lies to people. No one's saying that.
This video, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it would have been more interesting for it to go down a different direction. And that's just my criticism, right? Like, I mean, that's what a lot of people's criticism is, right? I don't think it's a rabbit hole when it's directly relevant. If you're a
person who's watched 50+ hours of content, there's not much for you here. It's not made for you. You're not the target demographic.
Yeah, but we're saying it does a poor job of communicating the story to those people who haven't watched the streams. How do you not get this? People who have seen all the content say, this does not communicate the content well. This is a bad communication of the content, and if you haven't seen everything else, you will come away with an incomplete at best, I'll say, impression of what happened.
But like, if you're gonna go look at President Sunday's video, who opened the story, that video has less views than Willy's video got in one weekend. It's going out to new people. New people are gonna find out this stuff. They're gonna click on your streams. They're gonna find out more information. They're gonna watch Ryan Beard's video. They're gonna see all those talking points that you love so much. That's how people get through the door. You make the crisp 40-minute video that gets people in.
It's not a crisp 40-minute video though. That's what everyone's saying. It sucks.
No, Ryan Beard's video didn't cover the Pixie stuff that much, right? This is Willy's video, right? Willy's the one. Willy is the one introducing the new information here. Willy's the one who went out of his way to bring out this statement from Destiny, right? Well, then why doesn't he do anything with it?
This is the same criticism that people get when they talk to, like, remember when I talked to Keffels and it was
this is just like Keffels. This is just like Tipster. This is just like Bowax.
Like, oh, how come you didn't stop Keffels and get them to engage on like XYZ talking points? Because all he's trying to do here is get Destiny like talking and get something out there for like a substantive response.
Yeah, I agree, but then do something with that. That's the more interesting thing. Okay, you got him talking. That's great. Now let's see what he said, you know? But instead he doesn't do that. So I'm just like, okay, well then shit. Like, I mean, this could have been expounded on a little bit more, right? And it is relevant to the video, I think. You're saying like, oh, this is a video essay. Like, you got to make something that people want to watch, right?
Standing 10 toes down on this. Loving it.
People would want to watch. Destiny lying? You're telling me people wouldn't care about Destiny lying and falsely accusing somebody of something? I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't.
No, because I think that the main talking point is that Destiny distributes people's nudes and like it's like a weird sex freak. So no, I don't think lying.
But you don't think
is the real? Yeah, I don't think lying.
You don't think there's more interesting parts? Here. You don't think the story gets a little deeper? Like, and obviously it's the most interesting part. That's the main thesis: is that Destiny's a sex pest criminal. But there's, I mean, there's more stuff to discuss. You know, there's more content there.
Sure, but that's not the significant thing. The stuff that's ending his career isn't that he lied about Kelly Jean. It's that he distributed his friend's nudes, which is why it's prioritized.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Oh my god. No, just distributing his friend's nudes wouldn't end his career, and it's not ending his career. First of all, I'm not going to get too hung up on that point. I'm not going to get hung up on the career-ending point. I'm sure if you ask Nick, he'll say, no, obviously nothing truly ends your career online. So let's ignore the ending career part. The idea that it's just because he shared Pixie's nudes that people are upset, that's not true. That's not true. It's about the fact that, one, he has completely betrayed the stated morals. That's the first most important thing, is the stated morals. It's not just doing something sexually wrong. It's the fact that he took such strong positions on things adjacent to this, and those are completely betrayed. So, but let's put that to the side. It's not just about sharing the nudes. It's about the entire engagement with the victims and about how he engages with the people around him. And that is shown through this example most clearly, yes. But you want to include some of that supporting stuff. You want to include the fact that he's smearing Kelly, even in the statement that he gives to Willy. You want to include that once Cherry reaches out to him about a recording taken of her without her consent, he blocks her, claims no one has reached out to her, and then starts smearing her. You want to include that part. That is important to include, because you want to include that 12 years ago, he did the exact same thing with Blue Tea. You want to include that. That's important to include. All these things are very important to include because they build up an actual character indictment. You have to build a pattern, otherwise it's not a serious character indictment. That's what I keep saying. People can forgive a single instance of sharing nudes, or even 2 instances of sharing nudes, or sex tapes, or whatever. People can forgive that. What they can't forgive is a pattern of abusive behavior that utilizes his platform to perpetuate itself. Not including the Anna stuff, anything about the Anna stuff. Surely you can see how the Anna stuff... So he includes one bit. He includes Destiny threatening on Tomfoolery stream. He includes that bit. He includes that one bit. And I think maybe he includes the Kuihman bit with Nick as well. But there's not like a narrative there. There's not like a narrative where it says... Or it's like, look, Destiny has done this stuff before. Someone tried to come out about it. He threatened them down. Here's Cherry coming out about something, getting threatened down. Here's Kelly, who's sided with those people and tried to help them, getting threatened and smeared down. Like, you have to show these instances happening. You have to have that pattern.
In the main subject of the video.
But
and again, I don't disagree with you.
It's how Destiny treats his orbiters. It's how Destiny treats the people around him.
But
with
this
like
video
utter
isn't how Destiny treats his orbiters. That's Ryan Beard's video. This is
I think the smearing thing, Anna was in there. If the smearing thing with Anna's in there, then I'll take the L on that. That was a retired statement to make. But I don't. But it may be in there. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually lay it out very well. In fact, we'll watch it now. We'll go back and check now. We'll do a fact check. We won't leave it up to guesswork.
I want to preface.
What's that? He's always been like this.
He says that he has no respect for anyone he's intimate with.
I think that people look at some of the standard markers for trouble and they for some reason project a ton of stuff on me, but I think I'm living like one of the healthiest lives that I possibly could.
You know, constantly having poor relations with women over a long period of time, or in other situations, STDs, different things like that. Mention that hedonism comes back to bite them in their life, and they also recognize he could have invested that time a lot better.
No, shut up. Anything you do in life that's going to increase like your ability to like have fun or do like crazy stuff or whatever, it's always going to carry with it like the risk of death, right?
Absolutely.
Like you have no chance of dying by falling out of a plane unless you go skydiving. That's not an argument. It's never skydiving.
But it is an argument against maybe skydiving 1,000 times if you want to die.
If you want to skydive 1,000 times, then skydive 1,000 times. Like what's wrong with what happened to all the self-empowerment that you guys were talking about earlier? If your lifestyle choices are like, damn, I would never want to deal with like a crazy girl or anything like that, that's totally valid. I think it's totally fine. I accept that that's probably true for most people. But like I'm okay with the trade-off on that for like all the benefits I get. I like a lot of people. I like traveling. I like doing drugs. I like my stream. That's like super fun for me.
Slandering the victim. Here we go.
Actively working against their best interests. In comes President Sunday and Beckett. Neither of these people had direct contact with Destiny.
No, that's about them. Okay, that's not about Destiny slandering victims. Sorry, that's about other people slandering victims. So, you know, Destiny would never. Especially not in a statement given to Willymac that he didn't fact check in any way.
Life. At what point can I victim blame him? Ryan Beard's telling a story about how some girl named Anna is stalking you, and your solution was to sex her.
He did stalk me.
Wait.
guilt, have no problems making the most insane assumptions about a man, and have no problem engaging with people who are insanely toxic when it comes to male victims of any kind of weird sexual shit. He'd defend himself. They have the lead. Destiny says, yeah, I know. I've damaged her severely. Nobody cares about you being the victim because you caused all of this. There is no expectation for Kiwi Farms being the good guy. They have the leaks because you shared them with Rose. He goes on to say that people named Lav and Kelly Jean have been distributing life. At what point can I victim blame him? Ryan Beard's telling a story about how some girl named Anna is stalking you and your solution was to sext her.
He did stalk me.
That she locked. Okay, then why are you sexting with her
What
still?
is he on about? Ryan Beard's telling a story. What are you even on about? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Victim blame him. Through his Beard's telling a story. Crazy women are part of this guy's life. At what point can I victim blame him? Ryan Beard's telling a story about how some girl named Anna is stalking you and your solution was to sext her.
He did stalk me.
That she locked. Okay, then why are you sexting with her still?
We're cool.
What does it even mean? Ryan Beard's telling a story. What does that even mean? What do you mean? You mean it was in the content nuke? Is that what you're saying? It was in the content nuke? What did Ryan Beard have to do with this story? What are you on about? This is Mr. Girl on the stream at the moment. Are you... Dude, the writing in this video fucking sucks too.
Been cool for a year, Max.
Okay, so you acknowledge that you've been sexting with her for a year.
Yeah, we've had on and off, sure. Max, can you acknowledge that I haven't said anything bad about her for a year? I've said we've been fine. I've said that over and over.
The last time I talked to you about her, like 2 weeks ago, or 16 days ago or something, you said that she locked you in the basement of her mind and it was a traumatic experience for you. Locked you in the basement of her mind.
Locked me in the past. In the past, Max.
Oh, okay.
Why? Tell me, Max, why hasn't Anna come forward with any of this information now? Can you tell me, or do you want me to tell everybody why?
I don't want to speak on her behalf.
Okay, I will. It's because she said she literally wants to remain friends with me.
He had his whole community feeling bad for him being stalked as he was doing this. There are parts of streams where he's condemning people for sharing nudes non-consensually.
Yeah, you know, me and Malene have problems.
Dude, he didn't explain this in any way. No, this is literally, this is terrible coverage of this. You should not include the Anna stuff if this is how you're going to explain it.
Caused all of this. There is no expectation for Kiwi Farms being the good guy. They have the leaks because you shared them with Rose. He goes on to say that people named Lav and Kelly Jean have been distributing and stalking you life. At what point can I victim blame him? Ryan Beard's telling a story about how some girl named Anna is stalking you and your solution was to sext her.
What a stupid way of presenting this. Ryan Beard is telling a story about how this girl called Anna was stalking you and your solution was to sex her. No, that's not what happened. She was stalking him and his solution was to sext her. He was publicly smearing her, lying, saying she was a stalker, while in private, sexting her. And if, Willymac, if you had spent more than 20 fucking minutes researching for your dog shit video, messaging retards for your dog shit video, retards who are completely biased and worthless and should not be listened to in any way for a video like this, those people that you get direct quotes from that are so important, that are so much better than having external evidence, you would realize how fucking terrible this is. It's so crazy.
How many crazy women are girl named Anna is stalking you and your solution was to sext her?
He did stalk me.
That she locked. Okay, then why are you sexting with her still?
We're cool. We've been cool for a year, man.
Like, go read the Destiny report. Read it, just look in there. Or even, if he'd asked J-Stalk, or actually, did he even reach out to Anna? Did he reach out to Anna? He mentions Anna here. Did he reach out to that victim? Because Anna has, since this all happened, posted screenshots that substantiate certain claims in the Mr. Girl report. Right? She's posted the screenshots where Destiny says, yeah, one day I'll fix your public reputation, but until then, I'm just keep rubbing your legs and feet. You don't include that part in the Anna story? Seems pretty important to me, Willy. But no, it's just a 2-second thing. We can't possibly linger on how he abused Anna. We can't linger on all the fucked up stuff he did to Anna. It's 20 seconds, so we can spend how long? $15 minutes on Sunday. And how long here? Like a full minute on Hassan and Vosh? Beyond parody. I think the Hassan and Vosh section is as long as the Anna section.
Aspirations is hilarious until you realize how true it is.
I look forward to sometime coming back when I can like brand myself as the only remaining political streamer who doesn't have doesn't have sex scandals and doesn't support terrorists. For some reason, it's always one or the other.
They're very musical people. Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their actions all the time.
Yeah, they're.
Can you please? I'm begging you to point me to a single Hassan video Willy has ever made that has a random insert to shit talk Hassan and Vosh. Sorry, to shit talk Destiny. Or any Hassan video where Willy randomly shit talks Destiny for like a full minute. Just a single one. A single time that's happened.
Militarized action.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
The fuck?
Niggas press their luck in, they get a butt fucking straight up the ass raw.
You don't get it. If he did that, the video would be too long.
Pixie video.
Well, that's the more interesting narrative that I think people would have wanted to see.
But you didn't like the subject matter that Willy chose for the video, not necessarily like the...
I just think the video could have gone a lot deeper.
I'm lazy.
Get fatty on face cam. I want to see.
Don't understand. I'm confused at like...
It's just a criticism, man. It's just
like... But how is this not like a I would write it better criticism? Like I would make better video.
I just wanted to see the thing that Willy brought to the table expounded on more, you know? I wanted to see that analyzed and discussed. He didn't do it. I mean, okay, that's his decision. That's fine. I mean, I'm not angry at Willymac, but I'm just like, bro, like...
We're mad. I'm angry.
It's just, that's just how I look at it.
I'm actually angry. I'm angry at Willymac's attitude. What's bothered me more than this? If it was just the shitty video, I would watch the shitty video, and then we would all just move on. It would be like, this video sucks. Another Willymac miss, like every other video he's ever put out. Another Willymac miss, and I just move on. But it wasn't just another Willymac miss. Willy then decided to spend the next 2 days coping on Twitter, saying that anyone who disagreed with him or had any criticism for him was retarded, that none of it made any sense. And then Nick has gone on his stream to repeat that same stuff and has tried to say that same stuff on Augie's stream and is now being grabbed by the throat by his good friend Augustus here, which we love to see. We love to see. We love to see friends fighting. That's what I love seeing here, okay?
I struggle to see, like, if I went back 5 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago, back when I was regularly posting video essays, I struggle to see how I would do this meaningfully different. I like, it would be 3 weeks late. Absolutely. Check that off the list. If John Swan was here, his video would be 3 weeks late as well. It'd probably be between 30 and 40 minutes, and it would stuff as much as you can possibly say in that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot that people who have access to 6 hours of airtime, who have talked about...
Like I said, I can do a better Destiny piece live, off the dome, just finding clips as I go in 40 minutes that's more indicting of his character.
About this for fucking 7 straight days, have a lot to say about what should have been included or what should have been cut, and I don't think it's necessarily reasonable to hold Willy to that standard, especially when I'm talking about the guy who wrote me like 7 days after the drama was coming out.
Yeah, I've already done it before.
This Destiny stuff crazy. Did you even look at this yet? After I published 3 VODs about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he made a tweet about like the story, like I think like 2 weeks after it happened, where he was just like, holy shit, Destiny leaked revenge porn or whatever. People in DGG are in fire. Like, everyone's left. Like, damn, this is crazy. And it was like 2 weeks after the story happened. Yeah, I mean, I
think, like, if you don't like this video,
I'm aware of
you don't
that.
like any of Willy's videos. They're all extremely
Willy's videos go deep all the time, dude. Willy has
wait, did he say they're all extremely surface level? No.
There's fucking Dark Viper evidence of that. Willy's perfectly willing to go deep into a subject. You're telling me he has to make a watchable video that people care about? Meanwhile, he has like fucking 3-hour-long fucking videos on Dark Viper or Dark Viper AU.
I mean, the thing is, there's 3 videos. Yeah, he's definitely talked more about Dark Viper in 3 videos. But I guarantee if you go back and watch the first one, you're not going to find half the funny clips from the Chud Logic live stream.
Okay, well, if he continues the Destiny series, then I'm all for that. That's great. And to be fair to him, he is considering a part 2. So I think he should.
Yeah, and I think he will. I mean, he made like 17 Hassan videos. Right. He'll probably eventually get what you want. I just think that Willy's like a turbo boomer too, and again, I think that's also being removed from this conversation as well.
He's boomer. Guys, we've changed the talking point now. It's not that he's so offline. It's not that he's just a normal. Now he's a boomer, guys. It wasn't working. People stopped buying the Willy's just a normal guy. People stopped buying the Willy's just a normal guy.
I know you find them insufferable,
so
but the way Casey roasted Willymac was pretty funny. They mocked him for acting holier than thou whilst chastising Sunday. I can try and find timestamps if you'd like.
I've heard about it. We might watch it at some point. Thank you so much, Howard, for $10.
Compared to like terminally online fucking Adderall popping live stream.
Well, yeah, but it's also his fucking job. So I mean, we're all.
Thank you, Augie. Thank you.
All terminally online by necessity because it's how we make a living, right?
But you're not. You're having more fun right now.
Well, yeah, but that's
because he's still terminally online compared to any normal person.
Suck at my job, Nick. I'm fucking lazy as fuck.
You just got over telling me how much you like not being super invested in stuff.
But he is obviously invested to some extent. He's obviously terminally online. Everyone who does this shit is fucking online, obviously.
Yeah, that's because I suck ass at my job, dude. But, you know, I'm cool like that. I can, you know, I can do whatever I want.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's being held to a completely different standard.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want, at the risk of making this argument too circular or whatever, I just thought that was the basis of the criticism against Willy that I heard. And I mean, I agreed with it, you know? It's not that Willy's a bad guy or anything like that. It's just like, I would have liked to see this video take a different direction.
He's
That's
got
just my
a bad
personal
attitude.
criticism.
I don't like his fucking attitude. I didn't mind Willy's attitude before. It seemed like he could roll with stuff, but after seeing him coping like crazy on Twitter, very disappointed.
You know, like,
and I'm also super biased here. I'm gonna defend this on principle too, because none of us make video essays anymore. Like, there's no video essay people in this community. Everyone's a streamer now. So like, like everybody who made essays is either like done or out. Or doing something, or streaming,
or covering other shit or something. I mean, most people that do video essays now are covering like lolcows or whatever.
I think if there were more video essay people in the space, I think it would be like viewed differently. But I think Willy's the only one, so he's looked at as like the lazy last guy to the story.
I don't know, like,
when in reality, that's just how long it takes him to do these things.
You say that, but even that point I have to push back on, because it's like video essayists are making like 3-4 hour long videos on lolcows, and they start the video off. Wings of Redemption was born in 1970. Those videos are fucking...
Yeah, they steal them.
Nick, those videos are full of useless, boring-ass fucking information that I don't give a fuck about. I just want the clips of Wings, like, crying or something, right?
Videos.
But you're like comparing him to a video essayist saying that he's got to make a watchable video that people care about. Well, all those videos or whatever, like 5 hours long, made for ad revenue, full of a bunch of useless junk and filler. I mean, clearly...
That's the point, though. Willy is making the same exact videos he was making in 2019. That's why I don't understand this criticism, because I think this video interchangeably has about the same amount of information as any other video he's put out in the last 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. He makes the same length, same like amount investment or whatever, time investment into research. All of the videos are like this. If you hate this video, you probably hate most of his backlog. Yep. You should probably go back, rewatch it.
No, I disagree. I like Willymac's videos, but, and I didn't even...
Yeah, all his videos suck.
Like, it's not like I watched this. I was like, "Fuck this video."
He's a fucking terrible YouTuber. I agree.
You know, I was not his strongest.
We hate Willy
Black. I walked away from it. I was...
Fuck Willy Black Cho. Fuck Willy Black Cho.
I don't know. But
yeah, you should watch the. I think that if you watch the J-Stock stuff, you'll get more radicalized. Because I thought that was my point in the conversation.
Has the cabal ordered J-Stock's head? Am I supposed to hate this guy? Who is J-Stock? I mean, no, I know who he is, but what was his point that you hated or whatever? What did he say? Because I didn't listen to that part.
Oh, he kind of said, like, that was the quote. I was making a joke earlier in the stream. He said, "Did you talk to Cherry?" And he goes, "Yeah, I reached out to Cherry."
Stuff. MC Stands and M1 Das on X are calling any commentary YouTuber an essay defender. This includes Tom, Lyrics, Nick, etc.
Oh, I know about that.
The Wibber stuff is blowing up right now.
Who's
Yeah.
that guy who keeps calling us out like every 6 months? The Connor Eats Pants guy.
Oh, that guy. That guy's been eternally ass mad.
I thought he was a Minecraft YouTuber. I don't know what. Okay, hold on. Fuck, what was I saying? It was important. Oh, J-Stock thing. The funniest quote from the thing when I think I turned it off was he said, like, did you reach out to Cherry? He goes, "Yeah, dude, I reached out to Cherry." He goes, "Yeah, she couldn't tell you anything, but you should have reached out to me." And he's like, "What?"
Wait.
Cherry's no legal thing. You can't talk. Obviously, you can't talk to Cherry. You should have contacted me. It felt like he was like self-inserto man. It was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Well, I don't know their extensive history, but aren't J-Stock and Cherry like super close, because Cherry's the one that showed like the audio to prove that it exists to J-Stock or something like that, so they're super close.
I get why he's like emotional about it, but you have to realize I haven't heard that, and like Willy hasn't heard that, and we don't want to hear it, obviously. But like I can't just pretend I have because J-Stalks patted me on the shoulder through Discord.
Yeah.
Said like, it's there, buddy. It's there.
Interesting.
If I knew more information about it, I'd be gung ho. You know, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I could wait till the rest of the internet finds out. I'm not looking for an exclusive.
Well, I did not. I think I tabbed out of the stream when J-Stock called in, and I haven't really seen too much. I know people in commentary are very upset at him, but I haven't like Alex Gekmo debated him the other night. I still don't even know what that's about. I think that was about.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off about this because they're like, he shouldn't have included the President Sunday segment because it takes away from the Destiny narrative. And then all the people who hated that part sat and talked about it and litigated it on stream for 3 days.
Well, I don't.
Really, you're taking eyes off the Destiny situation. Then they spent 3 days talking about why President Sunday shouldn't be talking.
No one's saying he shouldn't include the President Sunday section. Who is saying there should be nothing about President Sunday in there? No one's saying that. No one's arguing that.
Talked about.
Well, I don't even like
the Destiny thing.
I don't even disagree with him going after President Sunday so much, but that just like adds to my point more, which is that okay, you're saying it, like who gives a fuck about all these side characters? But half the videos on President Sunday, like who the fuck is President Sunday? Like what the fuck? Like
well, he's the guy who released the story, and I think it's important to
yeah. And Kelly Jean is the person that Destiny directly fucking responds to when he gives his like exclusive response to Willy. I think it's like
the President Sunday stuff has to be in there because Pixie's been fucked over by every angle of this story. Every person in the story has fucked over Pixie, including accidentally, of course, me.
Yeah.
Like everyone has at some point treated Pixie like complete shit. That's why that's in the video. A Beckett interview might not have been necessary because I don't think Beckett.
Yeah, I mean he's interviewing Beckett. He's playing President Sunday's ex-editor and stuff like that. There's plenty of side characters included in this video. They're like literally.
That was great. Did you hear that clip?
I mean, the clip was
never
good.
heard that clip of Sunday.
Sunday's editors talk about the lawyer or whatever.
No, the clip where Sunday's talking to his editor, he's like, "What if Nick DeOrio has something that can like stunt our income?
No.
You won't get paid." No, I think that had to be the fucking.
Dude, see, he only likes... Dude, this is a terrible video. The only reason Nick likes it is because he was involved. It's only because he was involved. I'm so clearly seeing this now. Literally just... It's like pure... It's like narcissism. It's like a covert narcissism. It's just like, I'm in this video. This video makes me look good. I like this video. It's like, I was involved with it. He used my points. The Kilo video makes people think I'm really cool. I like this video. That's it. That's it. It's pure, like, a narcissistic impulse. It's the same with Kilo as well, except Kilo himself had the good fucking sense, because as much as I've got disagreements with Kilo, I actually don't mind him at all. Kilo had the good fucking sense to retain some honesty here. It is rather sad that people feel so socially hamstrung they can't even say, I didn't like my friend's video. It's okay to not like content for people you personally like. Nick tends to instead opt for performative / empty raging and otherwise perfectly reasonable statements by people like J-Stalk. Very strange enough putting content to watch from the outside looking in. I would never say anything bad about William McDonald, but I wonder if his attitude and sensitivity during his debate with J-Stalk offers a glimpse into why Nick would be so gentle with his analysis of Willy's video. I don't think that's why Nick's being kind. I don't want to say shit from Kilo till that video comes out. You know? We'll see what happens with that. I think dark forces are at work, Stylo. Dark forces are at work there. But, yeah, I mean, Kilo here, included in the video, Willy shouts out his video and he still says, like, it's a fucking mid-video. Obviously, because Kilo agrees with the criticisms about Destiny. Kilo is a Mr. Girl guy. So obviously, even though Kilo's video is in there, he still looks at it. I imagine Kilo probably thinks like, yeah, I love that you included my video, but if you were including my video at the expense of building a narrative about how bad of a person Destiny is, about why people are actually upset with him, probably just give my video a miss. So, even Kilo.
I'm sorry,
of course you like that part. You're sitting here saying Jace like his main character, and of course you like that part, motherfucker. Anytime your name dropped, you're just like, yes,
no,
yes.
I was personally fucking screwed over in this, so I thought that was a great clip. And I said I was biased.
Oh my god.
I said I was biased.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like Willy's clearly has no problem going to all these side characters.
Wait, what's this clip? What's this clip? There's a clip of me on Twitter right now. I think I said this in Spicy Chat the other day in VC. What the fuck is the point in having a Trump presidency if Destiny doesn't get put in jail? Okay.
There's like President Sunday's ex-editors in the video. You know, so I don't want to hear the excuse of like, oh well, who gives a fuck about Kelly Jean, right? It's like, I don't know, like who gives a fuck about it? Half of the people mention this video. It's still interesting. It still provides for good content. It still adds value.
Like one of the girls, I think I would be more inclined to say, yeah, sure, whatever, okay. Then we can go into who this person is. But she's just not. Like she kind of just jumps in. She said something on Twitter.
Do you have like a history?
Why did Destiny go after Kelly?
Well, I was about to ask. I was like, do you have a history? Do you know context about who Kelly Jean is that's informing maybe your dislike of her?
No, I don't. Really.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, is there some like missing lore that I don't understand? Like Kelly's just.
This is my interaction with Kelly. Okay, I went on J-Stock stream the first time and I cracked a joke saying Destiny's like fucked every one of his co-hosts. And then Nick's
mad that Kelly dislikes him. I don't think it's just that he's mad Kelly dislikes him. I think Nick's got the programming. Nick has the DGG programming. He doesn't. I don't know if he realizes it. I think he's got negative impressions of all these women because he's had things told to him over the years that say they're terrible, terrible people. He's got subconscious feelings where he's like, oh, you know, this person's crazy. I don't want to say it's because of the Destiny stuff because now it's a bit weird, but this person seems crazy. They're probably crazy because I've heard they're crazy so many times, which is fine. It's fine to have that attitude, but you should probably check it and evaluate the evidence in its own vacuum, you know, not really in vacuum, but you know what I mean, on its own merits.
Personally, she's like, well, I didn't have sex with Destiny. And then that turned into her getting into a 3-hour or like a 4-hour fight with Destiny on the stream the next night. Like an offhanded comment. But that was like the only thing I know about her. Other than the fact that like, I forgot, there was like a second interaction. I don't know, none of these are like super meaningful. I don't think this is like an entire, I don't think like a super relevant part of this.
Okay. Yeah.
But what did she say that pissed off Destiny?
I don't know.
And then there's I was recently informed about the Destiny's community manager said that thing about her. Like the Reddit guy? What did the Reddit guy say about her?
Oh, Forethought, he said that there's no wonder you wish you got raped or something. Your biggest claim to fame is being like a fake rape victim or something like that.
Yeah, like dead on Dave's girlfriend him.
I don't know what that means.
Like Gabby had a quote. I can't.
I get that reference now.
Yeah, he dead on Dave's girlfriend.
Usually when somebody says he dead on Dave's girlfriend someone, it takes me a minute. Oh my god. By the way, I'm speaking on that. If you're a new member of the stream, be sure to check out our first bonus show we ever did on Christmas night where we watched Dead on Dave and his girlfriend eat chicken. It was a fantastic show. Anyway, I don't know if I have anything else majorly to say about this topic in particular, but it's good to have a little bit of a spar, you know, for old time's sake.
When is your video essays dropping? You remember when you were gonna be a video essay channel?
No.
Yeah, dude. You were like, bro, I'm thinking I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna make like a long form. This is obviously before your like side project gigs, right? You wanted to do this, didn't you?
I think I remember wanting to do a big project on Mr. Girl with you like way back in the day.
Dude, we were gonna do the Mr. Girl video. Thank God we didn't. Thank God we didn't. Holy shit, dude.
Dude,
if I wasn't lazy, I would have a Hassan Piker video with Destiny on my channel. Okay, I would have a Vosh video that references Destiny talking points. I would have a Mr. Girl video with you, dude. Me being lazy got me out of so many bad fucking takes over the years. There are so many horribly aged clips.
Wait, hold on. What would have been the bad take about Mr. Girl? I didn't even know we had a take ready for that video. What were we gonna cover?
I don't know what we would have said, but it would have engaged with like some pro Destiny talking points at some point.
Oh, yeah,
right?
true.
After
So true. At least Nick can own that. Look. At least Nick can own that. I love Nick. I do love Nick. I'm talking a lot of shit now. Obviously, I've got to reiterate, I love Nick. I do like Nick. He can at least own that. He knows if he had made those videos back then, they would have been crazy glaze jobs. He would have had cock down his throat.
Manifesto. I've won. Imagine if we... Wait, what the fuck?
Sorry, I just wanted to prove. You said I don't make video essays. I'll have you know that my video essay, commentary YouTube Defense the Predator, probably has more views than your last video. I don't know. I didn't double check, but
it probably does. Is it like 700,000?
No, I never said the same things about Willy that I do about Nick. No, I do actually like Nick. Willy, I like in the sense that I had respect for the fact that he actually showed up on streams and would talk to people. That's how I liked Willy. Nick, I actually like. I like Nick. I do like Nick, generally. He just annoys me sometimes.
No, but I'm gonna say that it does. So fuck you, motherfucker.
It definitely does. I don't know if it does, but it definitely has more views at a faster pace.
Fuck you, motherfucker. My last video essay has way more views than you and Willymac last video essays combined. So fuck you.
Just to be clear, it doesn't. But like, it got to 500K faster. That's more reasonable.
Okay, all right.
Because I think my last video essay has 600.
Can't let me have a win. I've always got to be number 2, number 3 in the call.
No, you're right. I posted the Kiwis thing. The Kiwis thing has less views.
Get fucked. I'm the new leader of the cabal.
Child abuse live on Twitch. Imagine if you opened every video.
Yeah, wait. You don't know my other video essay?
Yeah, that's your iconic video essay.
Oh, it's not even on this channel. Oh, yeah. YouTuber crushes cats to death on camera.
Dude, there's no way you can say I'm soft on Nick after this segment. There's actually no way you can say I'm soft on Nick after this segment. I've said everything. I've said that everything he's saying is fucking retarded. There's no way you can say I'm being soft on Nick.
You don't know my famous video essay? I think I have another one, right?
He's fat. He's mad. He's mad. Okay,
this actually got more views than your last video. Try this on Twitch. Has more views than your last video essay.
You know what my highest viewed video was once?
What?
Back when I was early starting out, I got my first 20K video, and it was a 20-minute looping video of Shane Dawson holding his cat, saying what sounded like the N-word.
What the fuck?
And it was my highest viewed video while I was producing like video essays.
How many views?
In the very beginning, actually, it still might be something I can pull up.
Holy
Let me see
shit.
if I can find this. It was like, the chat was like, is he saying doggo or the hard R?
Wow. Awesome. I probably watched that video at one point.
Dawson. Yes! Here it is. I found it.
He's fat. What do you want me to say? Okay, that's such a stupid joke.
I can set it to unlisted. This was my highest viewed video. Actually, it's a pretty good thumbnail. Here, pull this up.
Oh, God.
Shane Dawson. Oh, yeah, daddy. If you keep listening, it starts to sound like the N-word.
Wow, that just gave me fucking brain damage. That's a very cool video. Oh yeah, Daddy likes 1 hour. All right.
At 1.25, he becomes Pac-Man. And also, it's like he's like raping his animal too on screen.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna send me a video that was on like.
There's
your,
nothing left.
like,
They just
channel.
read super chats or something. Is that it?
Like people are gonna have like group chat setups to like locate where he is to avoid him at all costs.
Dude, I don't even understand how somebody like that can even go outside and be seen broad daylight. It's actually.
I don't think that Boblax is going. I think that they're blocking.
Okay, but what if he does though? What are you gonna do when he's there?
Not attend that party.
Exactly. So
thank you, Samurai Jack, for the membership. Thank you.
Fucking point of this shit. VidCon's gay anyway, dude. I'm tired of it. I've grown up and matured. I'm past my VidCon days.
Oh, we have never gone to the actual VidCon. We've only gone to not VidCon. We can't even judge that. You did go to real VidCon. You went there once. Oh, I remember what happened. You fraternized with the enemy and took like a gay picture.
Oh my god, Terminal on Nick. Is it so wrong to take a picture of my based black friend? Okay. What's wrong with that?
You've forsaken the team effort. Okay?
What is the thumbnail for the leaked John Swan call?
Listen, oh my god, 9x9?
That was not meant for consumption.
Listen, here's the thing, right? I'll say this, you know, that was a heroic thing that I did, right? It really pissed you off, man. It really made Fatty mad. But
I thought you were talking about the John Swan call.
No. I'm talking about my picture technicals. It really made Fatty mad. But I was protecting my good friend John Swan at the time because he was about to rip John's fucking face off, right? And I valiantly decided I was going to fight technicals at VidCon. I was going to box technicals at VidCon in place of John Swan.
Oh my god, I forgot. Wait, you guys were supposed to box, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There was like,
and just took a picture instead. Yeah, dude. Come on, Nick.
That is peak internet soy fight. Like, I'm gonna bring the boxing gloves to VidCon.
Dude, it's like Smash Bros, man.
Yeah.
DJ Tree with 5 says, yeah. Yeah, dude. Well,
like passing out.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. That was Nicholas DeOrio's debut appearance on the RFC show. That was a fun little segment there. Thank you for coming on and helping me co-run this.
Wow. Well, that was good. Good to see Augie fighting the good fight, staying on script after I sent him a long DM explaining exactly what he should be saying on his live streams.